One of the questions that is evident and natural for people who are exploring the gene keys and who are interested in the Pearl sequence and the Star Pearl, which are these teachings about prosperity and harmony. This question is, well, what is the difference between the Pearl and the Star Pearl? They are iterations of each other, and you could start in either place in exploring the gene keys, and you'll dive into, you'll see that one enhances the other. And so if you've started with the Star Pearl, you might at some point want to explore the Pearl because you're going to get a lot more depth and detail and nuance. If you're in the Pearl and then you add the Star Pearl, it brings a whole new dimension. They operate very differently. The Pearl is really part of the flow of the Golden Path teachings, which operate through sequences. So we contemplate them in a very clear, unified sequence, the pathways that move in the way of the Pearl, so that we arrive at these series of understandings in layers. The Star Pearl, we don't travel all the many different crisscross journeys. We just travel the one because it operates with a self-assessment. We just travel the ones that kind of are important to us right now. So it brings subjectivity much more deeply into the Golden Path teachings. And it adds this completely different layer through the self-assessment. And it adds nuances through the spectrum of life harmonics, which is a much more nuanced way of understanding Shadow Gift City, because there are variations and grades within Shadow Gift City. And so it opens up all of that. So it adds and enhances the layers. But then the Pearl itself also tells stories that are really key to also understanding the nature of prosperity and how it operates in our lives. In the Star Pearl, I've written new keynotes. I've given new keynotes to the lines, even the original lines of the Pearl, which add again another layer. So you can get, if you've done the Pearl, you'll get a new set of keynotes that adds more depth to your understanding of the Pearl, but it sits within this framework of the triangle of involution. And we have these triangles that are very important in the Star Pearl. In the Pearl sequence, this triangle is just one of 20 possible triangles that emerge through the Star Pearl. And you will, as you do your self-assessment, you will choose one of those triangles. We call them action triangles. And then you will explore that triangle in a sequence through the pathways. But it will be unique to you, and it won't be the same as anyone else traveling. Or it might be a little bit similar, but your journey will be yours. So it's much more unique. But essentially, the Pearl can be a very useful tool inside the Star Pearl. And the Star Pearl can add an enormous amount to the Pearl. So they both live together. You'll see when you explore them together, or when you explore them one after the other, you'll see how much they interact and overlap, and they create this new fractal together. But you'll see that with the Star Pearl, also with the other sequences of the Golden Path as well. So it adds layers that weren't there before to all the sequences of the Golden Path teachings. So I commend them all to you. Ideally, if you're one that really commits to the gene keys, you'll do all of them. You'll explore all of them in layers and depths over many months and years. And that's how long it's going to take. This is a deep set of teachings. This is not just like a quick, thing you pick up and put down. These are profound teachings that have an incredible impact right in the heart of our lives over many months and years. So, hopefully that answers some of your questions.